Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Ender Town. Now, this was the second team I was ever a part of on the server. Um, Sadly, none of the players really play on the server much anymore. The team was comprised of Naud. I'm mispronouncing their name, but I think, yeah, I would always call them Naud. It was me and Lynthia and Soda. There was another person that we were thinking of adding to the group called Pluto or Dr. Kawasaki. Um, they ended up actually griefing the area when we were offline, when he thought that we quit the server, which was kind of lame. I talked to him, but he, um, I don't know, feigned ignorance, I guess. Uh, yeah, we got here. I'll light these campfires here. We've got this kind of campground area. So you can sit and like hang around the fire. I believe Naud built this. Um, we've got these boards here. You can see here we can talk to each other. We kind of communicated through boards when we weren't all online. There was a vote system where we were gonna vote a mayor in. Naud thought of like voting somebody as kind of the mayor of the town. At one point we were even gonna get a server waystone once we had enough builds here, but that never really happened. Right here we've got, I think, Lynthia's first build. It's kind of like a cherry tower. It's quite pleasant to look at. I believe Lynthia and Naud planted all these trees around here, just to kind of freshen up the area. And they made this pathway between houses. Very pretty. Let's check out Lynthia's base. It seems like the last thing they were cooking was some potatoes. 5 potatoes for each furnace. Got a few chests. You can see a lot of primitive tools, wooden knives and stuff. Knockback 2 book. A couple of their death maps. My death map, apparently. Just a bunch of like bits and bobs. Music pack link. Another Lynthia death book. Another one of my, or not death book, death maps. Because before death books, there used to drop maps that kind of show you where there'd be an X where you died. This is actually around the town here. We head upstairs. We've got 2 beds. I guess this part of the grief is still around. When it was griefed, I got Pixels to reset the claim, so it went back to what it looked like beforehand. But yeah, I was still kind of upset about it because we slash trusted Dr. Kawasaki and he kind of just nuked the area a little bit. If we head down this way, one thing I missed back here that I should probably get to before I keep going this way is we had like a little flower thing area here. We were gonna make a dock for fishing. We never fully got around to it. There's a lot of unfinished projects that we were working on. Over here is Soda's base. If we head on in, I don't know what this is, but got a couple skulls out front. A lot of storage. Got a Suzanne head in the furnace apparently. That's I'd say that's fitting. A lot of more just kind of random things. Guest test 966 apparently died. Black paint. This is back when heads dropped from when you crafted stuff. You got a bag of bones for making bone meal and paint for making black dye. A Ladoon armor trim apparently. Pig head. Creeper head. Evoker head. That's kind of rare actually. Steak. I might take a little bit of steak there. Beer. I believe there were beer heads that dropped, which were rare, but also somebody would join uh, and then rename the thing. So this might be a renamed one, this might be a person's one, or it might be an actual beer head. I don't remember what you crafted to get this, but it was something. Probably a potion. Quick charge book. Yeah, just a lot of random stuff, some glass in there. We check down here. They had plans to kind of make a pathway between houses. I think it was a secret pathway. But Soda got interrupted by Bick Wong, who mined out basically this whole hill you see here. So all this hill's fake. We needed to fill it in. We used heads for some reason, because we didn't have any blocks. There's still quite a bit of a pit here, you can see. Yeah, Soda never got around to finishing it, because Bick Wong kind of griefed the thing, because it was unclaimed at the time. If you head up here, back out, I think in this corner he has a kind of lava garbage can. Thing upstairs, more just random kind of scraps, stuff left behind. Over here we got, I guess, where he slept. I think this is another beer head. Yeah, or this is Beer's head. But I think this is the genuine beer thing that you can craft. And this is a, what's it called, Vex's head, which is super rare. I don't think I've ever seen one of those. That and like wither heads are pretty rare in the server for collectors. We got Soda's house here. Like I said, this hill was kind of like destroyed, and apparently there's still a path over here. Oh, Nad was in on it too. I'll show off that base in a second. We had some people who were building a house over here to try to get in to our base. I think it's been renovated though once we let them move in. I think that was Kawasaki, because he really wanted to be part of the group. Then he ended up, yeah, griefing it. Right here, because I was really hesitant to actually move in physically, like make a base here for the longest time. So now hollowed out this kind of area, and he based it off my base that I showed off in one of my first videos, tour videos. So you can see this is where the chests would be. This is where you'd go down to the further storage. Back here is where my waystone was, with the door that leads down to my museum. So it'd all be right here, which I really appreciate that he made this for me, but yeah, I never moved in here because I eventually made my base somewhere else where I'll show in a moment. We had this really big farm out here. We built this, Nad was like, we need a potato farm, we need to be the potato village. So while he was offline, we built this. At the time, I thought this was a freaking huge potato farm. I've made much bigger farms by now, but yeah, at the time I thought this was humongous. Took a while to replant and stuff. We've got this really big, the path kind of cuts through it, staircase up to this house. Used to have doors. I guess somebody just totaled it for whatever reason. Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure, I can't remember who, but I think it was Dr. Kawasaki who was trying to make a house here. Kind of against our wishes, but oh well. Is there something back here? No. I remember me putting a zombie pigment player head or something back here, but I'm not quite sure what. If you come over here, this is Naud's house. Oh, I forgot to mention, in Lynthia's house, there was a pink sheep, a naturally spawning pink sheep that we had spawned in, I'm pretty sure, the village, or this area. But when the town was griefed, I think it escaped, or Kawasaki just flat out murdered it. We've got Nouch's cabin here. So we got some quartz, some ores. Website. These are just the server books here. These paints, which are, yeah, kind of rare at this point. Stuff like that. I don't think anything in these furnaces, otherwise it would show up. Down here is the other end of the tunnel that Soto was building when they were trying to connect it. I didn't know Naud was actually in on it, which is kind of funny. Heading back up. Gonna do an aerial view of this little house here. Naud and Lynthia and I all had allays, which we painstakingly, because we didn't know we could teleport with boats and leads or whatever in waystones. So we painstakingly went to one of the only woodland mansions on the server. Because there were like 40 of them in the woodland mansion for some reason. I think an admin might have spawned some in. And we basically just led them with a lead. We had 3 of them at the time. We led them all the way to over here. Around here. You can see the coordinates. We led them over here, and it was at least 10,000 blocks, just like running, and it was really wholesome actually. I talked to Nat a bunch, and we had a couple struggles. I think one creeper blew up in LA, but we made it over safe the rest of the way with the rest of the crew, and yeah, that was a really good time. Down here, we got a little arrow thing. I guess it's pointing to the town. Eventually, when I got around to making my base, because I always put off making my bases whenever I'm invited to a new team for some reason, just because I'm lazy or don't have inspiration. But I made this kind of underwater base, did a lot of terraforming. I found a dome design offline, or online, on YouTube, and I was like, I'm gonna make an underwater dome, but then I kind of added to it. I made the landscape kind of conform to this. This is the first time I had ever used the Aquaman custom enchant that we have on the server. The entrance is actually right here. You swim on down right here. Kind of get led by these lanterns. And right into here. So I really liked what I did with the design of the black bricks and the normal stone bricks. This was here because I would break it and then break this. Because I'm pretty sure if you break these, the block drops. Yeah. I'd break those and it'd be a quicker way to get down because swimming all the way around was getting tedious when I was building. Got a lot of just blocks for building in these. I haven't actually checked these chests in months and months and months. It's been ages. At the time, this was like lots of stuff for me. I didn't have good tools beyond like a few enchants on like a diamond pick or something, which, diamond is decent, but at this point I could get this stuff in like less than an hour. But yeah, this took ages to get this much back in the day, which is probably why it took me so long to build this. It's covered in lanterns, mostly because it was still being built. It's not finished yet. As you can see, it's kind of bare bones, and all the chests have just garbage in them. But that's because it's not quite finished. That's my base. That's where I was going to move in before they left. This was the one group I had that didn't leave because of drama. This group actually left just because Nad and Lynthia, they just had life, I'm pretty sure Lynthia had school, and Nad just got burnt out, maybe, probably also had school. The second build that Lynthia did was this one up here. They built the whole bridge with the archways. I guess they got tired of that base or just wanted to branch out a bit. They built up here. Hey Lynn, it's Sentry, just wondering how you're doing. Sentry, a good friend of mine, which I'll hopefully do a tour with in the future. They apparently were good friends with Lynthia. I didn't actually know, but I guess I was kind of close with them, so maybe they met through me, or maybe they just met because they were both online at some time. Lynthia's base, kind of bare bones, because yeah, they quit soon after making this. But back here, oh, not mean to fall down here. Over this way. Should be yeah, this chest right here. More bits and bobs, random, just stuff. Angry Scout 11 apparently died here. Fermented chat color, that's one of the chat tag things. Just kind of random, yeah, things. If we go back this way, another thing I forgot, there was a thing down here where basically kind of turn on full bright here for a second. In this water thing, we found, if we swim down here, there was a really cool cave with like tiers here. And if you went down this way, kind of like a mine shaft. Pretty sure it was more extensive, but maybe an update broke it or something. Oh, yeah, there we go. There's the mine shaft. You could see, like, it went really deep. We were going to do something with... Oh, is that unlooted? I wonder. We were going to do something with a spider spawner and kind of make this look really nice, but we never got around to it. Another project we left. Not finished. The final thing I should show off is the thing over here. This little bridge, I think it was the most recent thing we added before we quit, and, you know, Lynthia's base right there. Little building. We were planning on kind of extending the village out this way and building on this hill. Not a lot of stuff got done because I couldn't really help build because I was on the most out of any of us. Well, me and Soda. But Soda was busy and I couldn't really help build because I'm just not a great builder. Which I won't hesitate to admit. But this build, I'm not quite sure who built this. Maybe Catbum, somebody named Catbum. I don't know who that is. Ed House. What a fantastic house. I don't know how they fit in here. Maybe they did slash crawl. One rule of town: follow True Flamingo on Twitch. Maybe that's their Twitch of the person who built this. Who knows? GC Des. I'm assuming that's supposed to say Goddess Kisa Joe Room. I don't know who that is. Hopefully not somebody controversial. I'm gonna put that in there. That legendary milk. Got in a little upstairs. I I genuinely have no clue what thought went into this build. This is worse than anything I've ever built. But anyways. Yeah, that's Endertown. The name we came up with, we just wanted something kind of cool. And we didn't know what to name ourselves. And so I think basically I came up with a name and Naud came up with a name. And either we put them together or we just chose the cooler one. And we did a vote with like Lynthia and Soda and everybody else. So yeah, that's the Endertown. It's you know, kind of bittersweet being around here because I remember so much about the team, but yeah, it's kind of just came and went. There's a lot of stuff on the server like that, but yeah. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed. This was the Endertown tour, and yeah, if you want to see more tours, check them out on my channel. I been making quite a few for April now, and I don't know, I think they're pretty cool. Kind of history of the server. Yeah, catch you in the next one.